Well, whatever, that's fine. Hell yeah. Remember these two idiots? Dudley, Ken? I remember the yellow Ken on the A-cho replays was always super nice. It might be Roku, I don't remember. Someone once told me. But he plays good. Oh, I love Third Strike. 12:31? The final day of 2021 this was played. Towards medium punch? Yeah, towards medium punch. You don't see that normal too often. I think it's decent. Oh, there, he did it again. I think it's usually used as a counter poke. It's like a very slow version of towards medium kick. And also not as plus. Oh, good old low strong. That's how you play Ken. That's how you play Third Strike. You just do low strong and then you confirm super. Kusoge? What the fuck? This is Third Strike. This is the game we all love. They probably both parried. Well, Ken, I think, parried too early, and Dudley did it very slow or normal. Air to air parry window is not huge. Oh, he committed. I do that too. You parry once, then you commit. And then the Dudley cancels. And then you feel dumb. No, I'm here for third. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, these are just great characters from a great game. I think this is considered good for Ken, but I don't actually know. It's probably pretty even. I would guess like 5.5, 4.5 if there's any advantage. That was nice. That was a dead OS. For those who haven't seen my Third Strike footage in way too long, a dead OS is when you build the meter for the super cancel on the button. And if it was blocked, you wouldn't have built the meter. Because you build more meter on hit than block. So there's very specific amounts of meter where it just auto-confirms. We just saw it with that Ken right now. Oh, that was supposed to be a super confirm. That one was a real one. Sometimes Ken players, or, any character can technically use dead OS. Big emphasis on technically there. Probably not, no. There's some truly hard combos in the game. I would hazard a guess that the hardest combos in the game are either on Yun or Urian. If you just saw a cool YouTube video saying Necro had fucking 6 down back fierces that was super hard, I mean, it's true that's really hard, but, like, this ceiling is so high in Third Strike. They must have taken out all their fighting games for new Beatmania machines. I like how there's a whole ass culture around every fucking arcade game. Like, the fighting games, it's like, trying to be the best fucking fighting game gamer. We all know that shit. But then you have people doing the shooters, doing the fucking one coin clears and shit. You have the people playing the rhythm games, like mastering the rhythm games. You have the people playing the racing games, getting like the perfect times. It's just kind of funny, isn't it? That was beautiful. The nature, that was a good, he went for the short swing blow cancel because he was in the corner. That was cool. Low tier character, favorable matchup against a high tier character. I believe there are, in fact, a few examples of that. Oh yes, Oro and Urian. No, let me think. This is not a game without that, I don't think. There's a lot of surprisingly fair matchups. I think Yun and Yang players swear up and down that Higo is actually like pretty even. But I think it's still a win for the twins. It's just that you would expect them to dominate him and they don't. Something like that. It was said in Street Fighter 4 that Hakan absolutely murdered Dalsim. And I find that one really funny because it was probably played one time in the whole lifespan of the game. Favorite matchup is Aura versus Urian. Shit's really fun. My least favorite matchup will naturally also be an Aura matchup because I play Aura. And I guess my least favorite matchup is just Young. Honestly, it's probably Yang. I'd rather fight Young than Yang. Aura does better against Yang than Yang, don't get it twisted. It's an easier matchup. But I find Yang to be less fun to fight. Delayed low. A lot of people block low than high. I remember that matchup very clearly. I know a lot about that matchup. I probably know like I'm probably top 10 Americans in that particular matchup. Easiest character to learn in this game, probably good old Ryu. No character in this game is easy to learn. Ken is, on the surface, very easy, but his super confirms are tricky for a beginner. But you don't need to use Ken's super confirms to win. You can just do TC and low short and stuff. Low forward. The problem is Ken at the high level doesn't really resemble Ken at the low level. Oh, Yang is very easy too. Yeah, Yang is very easy. Technically, Yang has some tricky stuff at the top level, but like the just low forward recos is very simple. Or low forward EX recos. So pianoing is something that is not actually hard to do, but I still think it's way above the skill grade of your typical beginner. Nice escape. Nice. Oh, they both missed. Well, I think Ken didn't attack. Oh, nice. Crosscut DP, you don't see that too often in this game. What a punish! By parrying instead of just blocking, he actually got a jump in punish. I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, I knew it wasn't against certain characters. I don't know if it was versus fucking Dudley. That's super cool. Also, that DP hit super late. Nice dash through. This Ken is so good. I love the way he plays. I would think all fighting games suck with arthritis in your hands. It's a very tricky anti-air. You've only got one frame post-freeze to parry it. And it's not something you would parry pre-freeze most of the time. Unless you had a really hard read. That 40x fireball, look at that. That's a nice little thing that you can just do as a beginner can. I'm like such a, I would be devastated by carpal tunnel. I got no symptoms. But if it ever got me, I would be just fucked. Dudley's finding those hits. Yup. The first hit was actually blocked. No, it wasn't. I thought I saw the block animation. Bet it said 5 hit. That's the cleanest example ever of that. I would not say DJ and Guile. Their matchup spread is pretty different. Oh, red. What a nice red, too. Right, meaty EX Fireball. Okay. I don't know how good jump in EX Tatsu is on Dudley. I imagine it's decent. Dudley's crouch is pretty tall. So that jump in medium kick was probably a mix up with that. It's probably not a Capcom game you would go to for something like that. Although maybe in Street Fighter 2 you could find some loose example of it. Well, all the old characters versus the new characters, generally speaking. The new characters are generally just better versions of the old characters in ST. But that one feels like a really cheap example. Sean is a decent example in Third Strike. And yeah, Melee, Smash in general have good examples of that. Roy is very similar to Marth, but in basically every way they're different. Marth is almost always better. In melee, for example. It's very easy to think of examples. Oh, look at that! Sorry, your overhead's unsafe because you picked a fucking... because you're fighting Ken. They might even be unsafe on hit. Okay, that was a bit overly aggressive. Normally they get hit more than that, I think. It would arguably be good to... Oh, look at... Oh! Oh, that is nice. That's not especially hard to do once you know how to change your charge timings. Like, when you know when you're starting the charge, that's not too executionally demanding. But it's something you have to lab. A lot of Urian's like that, actually. He does have stuff that is legitimately extremely executionally demanding. The thing about charge partitioning that I didn't used to know that I know now that makes it a lot easier is you can partition and then you don't lose the charge. Like once you get it, you just continuously have it. Still could go either way. Oh, good old wake up headbutt. Ken had to parry that or something. It's safe on block. It could have been whiff punished. Ken can crouch it, I think. So Urian fights representing Mexico, but it seems that that's just where the base is. He's obviously visually designed. Designed on a like a Grecian athlete. Um, but I don't think he actually officially has a location of origin. He was a lab experiment, but not in the same way that Necro was a lab experiment. He was like an attempt by this fucking Illuminati to create a messiah figure or something. And so was Gil. But Gil was selected to actually be the messiah. And Urian's got a chip on his shoulder about that. He's just a poking character. Oh, that kind of archetype. I thought you meant like a gameplay archetype. Oh, that was a confirm. He didn't super. What have you got to lose at this point, my guy? There we go. That was nice. This is Dizzy. Oh, this kills. This kills, this kills, this kills. Just electricity will kill. Yeah. 4 hits on Ken. On some characters it gets 5 and it doesn't ass ton. Oro is a candidate. Shinakuma is a candidate. Goken is a candidate. Those are the ones that I would consider obvious. Maybe G. We just don't know. Ingrid, yeah. Forgot about her. Tarkan went oiled. Jamie with 5 drinks. I'm just saying, we've never seen Jamie actually drunk. I said 5 drinks, but it caps at 4. Let's just pretend I said that on purpose for a meme. Sean, if he locks in. Ken on Wi-Fi from Brazil, rank B and or silver. No, rank C and or silver. I made a tweet like that, and I thought it was the most fire tweet I've ever made. And it didn't do that many numbers. Damn, Thoryuken. That's a blast from the past. My tweet was, I do not fear the gold Ken, but I do fear the silver Ken. That was a good punish. I hate eating these as Oro. You lose so much health and it's meterless. It's beyond meterless. Dudley builds a bunch of bar doing it to you. That was a double perfect, by the way. What's the rank? I gotta see the rank. Show me that shit. SS. Whew. Stands for Smoking Six Styles. I literally Google searched Dragula MIDI and got it. My brother used to make a lot of MIDIs back in the good old days. He did a lot of music production back then. He still does, but he did back then too. And he did a lot of stuff for like RPG Maker, which could only run MIDIs. It's like their most complicated fucking music files back then. So I'm very well versed in how shitty a MIDI can sound. Yeah, I just like that. I don't like one-button throws. A lot of fighting games use them, but I've never liked them. Fortunately, the entire like FGC seems to be moving away from one-button throws. Very few games still use them as the. I shouldn't say very few, but they're definitely on the downturn. Oh, that's tricky because you want to parry immediately to parry the TC, but that catches you if you parry immediately. I used to regular MIDI for how to push the buttons good. One button throws are integral to KF's design. That was not a punish. Every combo video I've ever made is probably the best shit I've ever done. I don't make them that often. Ooh, he didn't have meter. He had to use EX to continue that. It was a nice looking hit, but it was a meaningless hit with his resources. That was a really hard double tackle to pick up. Oh, this Urian's got the reads. I love that re-corner. Kind of weird mirror, but I don't think it's a bad one. That was just hell. When you're in that scenario, you just can't live. If the Urian knows what he's doing. I think it is. I think if I die, then the 420 video will last as the greatest thing I ever did. Yeah. I'm an artist. The only point of art is to make people feel things. Whoa. Oh, very cool. So any other mirror there, the combo would have fallen out without killing. But EX mirror actually allowed him to continue the combo just enough. EX mirror is also the safest one. Comes out in one frame. It was 100%. Corner pressure was 100% intended. And using it to like get juggles and do charge stuff was 100% intended as well. The cross-up unblockable stuff is probably unintended, but it's hard to know for sure. Using it to stall for time is just absolutely not it. Ugh. I never know what to do when the Necro players are doing that little fucking Joel kick on me. It feels like you can probably red parry the second hit, but I've never had much success with it. I think if you parry it, he kind of bounces off too, which is weird. Oh, nice headbutt. Oh, that was meaty. I don't know if it made it safer. I wouldn't be surprised if Necro had an annoying time punishing that. He might only be able to punish it with like fucking weird stuff. Stand punch. Oh, that was a weird fucking storage of that. No, it wasn't that weird. Oh, nice. Yep. Oh, hard to do. 3 tackles. Easier on some characters than others. What universe? Oh, I thought he was up around. He's down around. I was like, why would he not spend mirror there? Okay, this is still winnable, but it's hard. Okay. Probably he just churned out a mirror if that was parried. Because if he didn't mirror cancel that, then he actually could have still lost. Yeah, Third Strike super design is pretty great. I play a character with 2 extremely creatively free supers. Alright, this is horrible for Urian right now. You don't even know how bad this shit is. Nice red. He didn't actually get a... He waited, though. He was waiting for the super cancel, and it never came. It's very hard for Necro to super cancel in reaction to that. It might be impossible. But he might just super cancel anyway. It's the kind of thing where you might still do that. Super 3 is pretty hard to punish. And Necro's meter comes back pretty quick. Necro has like the shortest supers in the game. Oh, bad confirm. But I don't... Yeah, okay, that actually was a punish. Oh. I thought that was going to be a combo. I thought maybe EX tackle to EX mirror would combo or something. Or Booger is another example, just like mirror, where some of the stuff was obviously intended and other stuff was maybe not. Both are perfect for different reasons, but I prefer the naked one. Nice. In this matchup, Ken has easy double DPs. I say he immediately drops one. I don't think he was point blank with his close strong, but he doesn't need the Kara in this matchup. It depends on the starter. He might still need the Kara if he starts off different things. But low forward or stand strong into double DP works in this matchup. Without Kara. It's this matchup and I think Elena and then Q. Q is actually unique that you can do the TC and still get the double DP. Q has extremely fat when falling. Nice reds. There we go. There it is. Kind of still looked like he got the Kara, to be honest. Maybe he did it. Dude, that's like a super broad question. Like, you can't just okay go that. There's too much to it. Gene, they definitely did not understand the magnitude of how spammable it would be. It's weird because it was broken in second impact too. Favorite pleasures in life. You know when you're shopping and you go down the bread aisle and you smell the bread? Or the coffee aisle? Actually, my local shopping place, the coffee aisle and the bread aisle are the same aisle. Wow. Here, watch some third strike. Look, he's going to do a cross-up unblockable. Here we go. Why did that throw whiff? Normally when you're paying something, you can still get thrown. That was super weird. Girl feet on my face, pinned by Pumpkin. Rare footage of Ken's mash, though. No Ken player will ever do that on purpose. You need something like 5 hits to equalize the damage of your forward or back throw. And against someone who's mashing, you will never get 5 hits. What's third strike? You're looking at it. Oh, nice whiff punish. Alright. EX Fireball is actually safe on parry, by the way. I think. Ryu's is. I don't remember if Ken's is. I'm pretty sure it is. There is some significant difference between Ryu's and Ken's with the frame data, but I don't remember what. I think Ken's is more unsafe on block. I don't know. Both are good. Oh, he only got one hit. Unfort. Ooh, he did the X mirror. Normally people do the regular mirror there just for the, Okay, it's fine, He still got the unblockable. He didn't want to go behind Ken like that. He wanted to bounce off him. Yang AC3 is considered nowhere near as good as Yan, but it is still considered to be an okay super. But it's not even close. Ooh, did he think Ken was hit midair or something? That was weird. Pretty fun matchups in this one. A very strong Ken player, and then pretty interesting characters besides that. Necro. What is going on? Okay. Why were those fucking towards have circle forward kicks so meaty? Oh. That shit is very obnoxious. It is punishable. I play Aura who has a rough time punishing it. But Ken probably has a much easier time, at least once he has super stocked. The Shotos are really weird with their punishes. If they have super, they usually have really good punishing power. If they don't have super, it just depends on whether low forward or low roundhouse can do it. And if they can't, then, you know. Yoho Yun, huh? That's not bad, it's just not getting. Yes, Blue Nocturne is the only counter super. Ibuki SA2 is just a grab. Nice. That would have blocked wrong there. It's funny that you say that because actually Third Strike is radically different from the Second Impact. From what I can tell, Second Impact and New Generation are pretty similar. But there's some significant implications to small changes between the two. Oof. He was like, I'm going to land back Fierce. But back Fierce, well, it has a good hitbox. They can't cancel or anything. He should be looking for anti-electricity or something. I don't know. Yeah, the voice sound a lot better. If you listen to fucking old Alex or old Dudley, it's night and day. Cool gamer fact, Makoto is voiced by someone named Makoto. I don't want to say with a certainty that that's where the name came from. Makoto has a very particular accent in the Japanese version. It's like a Kansai accent or something like that. I don't remember. But it's very distinct to Japanese listeners. And there is a river. Oh, Tosa. Yes, Tosa. There you go. There's a river wherever it's supposed to be called the Makoto River. So her name is at least in part reference to her accent, or her accent references her name. One or the other. Nice. Juggle with dumb stuff. Oh, he's just building meter. That was the optimal thing to do. Was to drop Ken on purpose and whiff. That low strong is safe even when parried, which makes it a very good anti-air. However, there's not a whole lot of mix-up to it. If you want it to be safe, you have to do it pretty early. And that kind of telegraphs things. Oh, he didn't get the link. He did meaty back roundhouse. You can just link straight away to super. But he tried to do back strong into super. That was a good parry. That was a good parry. Just theorizing about that a second ago, and then we see it. Wake up! Half circle forward kick is absolutely insane. Oh! It was light version, though. He didn't have a super cancel. Well, he did, but it wasn't good. Medium spinning hook keeps the opponent grounded. Light version launches them. Whether SA3 juggles and combos or juggles and launches or not, it just depends on your opponent. Some characters it gets one hit, some characters it gets two. I think there might be a couple characters where it doesn't hit at all. SA1 hits fully on grounded or airborne, but it does more damage on grounded people. So you'd rather cancel the medium one than the light one for SA1, but it's less of a difference than SA3. SA3 you'd much rather combo from the medium one. Of course, the big difference between them is the medium spinning hook is unsafe and the light spinning hook is +1. So you got a safety choice versus reward choice, but they look very similar too. You can tell which one's which when you're actually blocking it. Just because of the hit stop or something. The timing. Oof. The super might look weird to players, or to non-third strike players there. But the only hard knockdowns in third strike are from supers. So you just spend the super for the hard knockdown. And then the rose makes it all kind of, you know, worth. The rose increases the damage of your next combo, I think, with Dudley. And maybe throw as well, I don't remember. The rose also stuffs meaty, so it's nice to get the rose up. Depends on the matchup, though. I know nothing about Street Fighter the movie, the game. I know that the Sega Saturn version in particular was redone by Capcom themselves. I don't know if that's the version people are playing or if they're just playing the fucking... Oh, rarely do you see that from Dudley. I don't know if they're just playing the fucking arcade version or what. Nice. That's Dudley's best TC for anti-airing, but if they do actually parry all 4 hits, it's your ass on the line. Nice. It's a risky take. Good old Hadoken cancel. Probably... I don't know what the fuck that was. If that was blocked, Dudley could punish it with Samurai Mouse and potentially fuck Ken up. But it's possible the Hadoken was going to go into Shippu. But spinning Shippu there was kind of a weird decision. I would have rather just not done the fucking Hadoken. I would have tried to close it out with a throw or something, I don't know. Oh yeah, Dudley's anti-air DP is not invincible, so it's kind of weird to see Dudley do anti-air DP into super, which is what we saw earlier. But it is a lot of hits. But Dudley can also get you to parry a lot of hits just by using normals. That was like a safe jump with back strong, jump back strong. Is that a punish? Does that punish that? Wake up heavy DP. Oh, that's a pain. When you parry Ken and then he just DPs anyway. Because all your normals are so shit. If Necro did parry into throw, it would get Ken before he could DP. But if Necro does, like, you know, parry to stand strong, back strong, or just something that he would want to land back forward. No, this is just the same players playing back and forth. Doing a little King of the Hill together. I don't know if it's like actually like a ranking battle or something. Might be. Jumped over him. I didn't think that would go over. Might be some matchup trickery there. Oro, if he back throws Shotos into the corner, can jump over them. Like Ryu and Ken and Sean. Normally he cannot jump over Shotos in the corner, but if he back throws them into the corner, then it works. I think he has one other knockdown where he can jump over them too. Very unusual. Anyway, other characters occasionally have shit like that too. Double DP. There's a free one from that height. There's a really bad jump back fierce. Ken just reacted. He was just like, okay, well you can't parry this. I've been in that scenario myself. It's easier for me because I just have stand strong. Red. He got a red parry, and he waited for short swing blow. These players are on such another level that I can only barely even appreciate it. I'm nowhere near these guys. That's just absolutely insane. To even go for a red parry at all is like the limits of my level. And then to go for a red parry and to hit it, and then to use it as a bait for a short swing blow, which you can then parry and punish. See, the thing is, if you just get the red parry, and then go for a punish immediately, and Dudley does short swing blow, then he can hit you. Necro is the base that the 12s are apparently fucking copied from. Ugh. Oh, low short, but Dudley actually hit him on the way down. Oh, too early. I love that when I see it. When people... That's a nice parry and a nice punish. I wish I could do that. My DP is unfortunately a charge move. What was I saying? I forget. Oh, low short. Oh, I was saying I love when people do anti-air parry against me and then whiff a throw and then I get a fucking full-ass fucking punish. Dudley's recovery on low roundhouse is so long that you can actually parry it and then like approach him and stuff. Get your point blank stuff. Nice, that's a punish, I think. You have a good point, actually. Plump, do we hang tomorrow or what? Some kind of exercise, some kind of gaming. I don't know. I think it would be fun. Ugh. Ugh. On a Sunday? My condolences. Oh, he had just DP. We saw it earlier. Whenever you parry something that can't be cancelled, you can kind of do a reliable answer to it. Like Dudley Lemonhouse or Necro. What the fuck is this? Necro low medium kick. Oh, just eat 6 of these. That window looks pretty big on Necro too. I don't know. I've never done it. Done it on other characters. But he did it without. It looked like pretty loose timing. He did it at timings where I thought it would not work, and it worked. The difficulty of that does change based on the character you're playing, I think. Whoa! Of course, Yang wouldn't block that. I wouldn't block that. No one would block that. Okay. No ducking upper. I presume it works on Yang, but I don't actually know. That's typically Dudley's max damage mid-screen, kind of just regular, ordinary thing that he does. He takes machine gun blow into light machine gun blow into ducking upper. His actual max damage stuff kind of varies a lot based on who he's fighting, I think. You see Dudley do stuff all the fucking time. But actually thinking about the optimization is kind of complicated. Dudley players look like they enjoy third strike. That was a good block. I should make a third strike tier list of people who look like they're enjoying the game. So I can put Dudley at the top. I don't know if Yang players look like they're enjoying the game. Aura players look like they're enjoying the game. Aura players are always doing some weird shit. Ken, I would say yes. He looks like he's enjoying it. Yeah, Remy players are not having fun. Chun-Li, probably not. Third strike characters who look like they're having fun tier list actually sounds really, like, good. Makoto players are having a lot of fun. Just gonna go in there. Key players is, I don't know. That one's a tricky one. If they're like just low tier heroes, they're probably having fun. But nothing Q does is very fun, I don't think. Landing SA2 is very exciting. But most of playing Q is kind of an exercise in suffering. I already made that tier list. Third strike robbery tier list. You can search exactly that and see it on Twitter. Or as the second best character in the game at robbery. Maybe the best. It's between him and Makoto. What SA feels the best to do. Maybe Gigas. I gotta think about that. Shinshoryu. It's like one of those supers. Deadly double combination. It's one of those supers that just does an ass ton of damage. Back turned hyper bomb. Honestly, I would not even put hyper bomb as high as the stun gun headbutt. I played a dedicated stun gun headbutt Alex the other week, and I had a profoundly bad time fighting him. He had a lot of opportunity costs. Like, he didn't ever have, like, typical super setups because he didn't have a typical super. But I kept on eating the fucking stun gun headbutts. Like, I would just do like a meaty like attack, and then he would wake up stun gun headbutt, and it would actually catch me in my recovery. Or he would just do like a slash elbow into stun gun headbutt in neutral, and typically that there's escapes, but I would get hit like pre-jump frames or early jump frames, and it would combo. Just search Buffalo 1 robbery, and you'll get it. Just chuck that shit into Twitter and you'll see it. That's some fast mashing. Oh, nice. The cat. 3 wins cat. That cat shows up if Yang gets 3 wins. I understand. It's weird because when I think about the totality of Alex's matchups, he doesn't feel like a bottom 1 character. He's just very underwhelming, but he is better than like Sean or 12. I think if Alex just had light chop into super, he would be like dramatically better. That shit would be so strong. That's all he needs. What I would actually truly give Alex, I would take from SF5. I would give him Lariat as a cancel, and I would make it combo into medium chop. And that would go a long way for him. Because Lariat is a really shitty attack in this game. It's not good. But if it cancelled and if it gave him back turn on hit, that shit would be really strong. If that just gave him a way of comboing like stun gun, headbutt, or hyper bomb. Or, you know, super 2 stuff. Like, I just imagine Alex landing towards heavy punch into medium chop into stay medium kick into super 2. Hard to say. I've heard people say that before. It's definitely very mediocre. I usually consider Sean to have the totality of the worst special moves in the game. But I think all of them are better than DDT. I don't think Alex has incredible design in Season 1. I think he's functional in Season 1, but I don't think he's well designed. So much of it is just riding on low strong being okay normal. I think generally speaking, Alex's Alex's complexity just went up. Ugh. Oh, he committed. Oh, that's that good, huh? He's just mashing on low fierce. It worked. Oh, that might actually be a really good poke in this matchup. That's really funny. Some characters just really struggle with particular counter pokes. You can see it with Makoto's low medium kick versus everything in the game. Remember, mediums can't trade with heavies in this game. If you don't know the triggers, there's not a lot you can get out of the video anyway. Oh, nice. See, that was probably an instance of a medium being unable to trade with a heavy. Jesus. Not a lot of dizzies by Dudley. He needs to land a couple uppercuts and really get the ball rolling quick. Is there RNG in this game? Technically, yeah, Oro items are a very tiny instance of RNG, although it's 99 times out of 100 insignificant. Actually, even less than that. Oh no, spin knuckle. Spin knuckle into super what dizzy there. Or a B tier. Ugh. Yeah. On my super tier list, I put Aura's. I put Aura's two good supers as two of the best five in the game. He's an okay character even without the supers, but the supers really push him, elevate him. RNG in this game. I believe it's random how much mashing you need to get out of a dizzy. There's like 4 different values it can be. I can't think of anything else. Hi. Oh yes, what object Shenko throws. Stun values on attacks are always the same, yeah. Oh yeah, Chun-Li's taunt is RNG. That's a good one. I never would have thought of that. Even when you get the really short one, it's horrible. It's just a bad taunt in general. The effect of the backstretch taunt and the effect of the yawn. I think the yawn, the one that raises her defense. Both of those are quite nice. But it's horrible how long you have to wait for them to resolve. You can just never get them up. I recently found out that Necro's skeleton has a bunch of extra joints in the bones so that they can extend. I never noticed that. Necro's skeleton during his shocked animation, like if you sit with an electric move. He got the red parry. It's a relatively low risk red parry to go for, but he didn't even get the punish with it. He probably had to just get the red parry and super straight away. That cross up is really tricky. Capcom loves doing gags in skeletons. They had a bunch in Darkstalkers as well. Nice. I remember Blaze Blue had gags with skeletons too. Takaka's skeleton is absolutely hysterical if you've never seen it. Parrying against Gene is possible, but it's pretty scary. Very high chance that you just take a ton of damage. The best you can hope for sometimes is getting that one parry and then switching to block, and the Yun is instantly not in fucking throw mode anymore. He's in attack mode. The big key with Yun SA3 is you really don't want him to be trying to come and grab you. You want him to just be attacking you and wasting his own timer. Nice. Because you do not want to take a throw, so you do not want him to be throwing you. Oh, he had a dash punch there and he didn't pick it up. No big deal though. One of the Judgment Girls. I hope it's the Russian one. That has too much overlap with Colleen, actually. What do I hope? It's the... I was gonna say the black girl on roller skates, but that's a little Kimberly-esque, isn't it? Who else? There's like a English girl with a riding crop. There's like a couple girls in cheap house. That was a stay medium kick that didn't launch, by the way. It only launches on its first active frame, I think, or something like that. Or if it like doesn't hit a limb. Necro's girl. I don't know if we've ever seen her do anything. Effie. Dude, it's a Remy. Love that strawberry Remy. Ugh. It's pretty weak punish actually. Bro, look at that. Two she can sings right next to each other. That's beautiful. Dash through the twins, but it wasn't even a useful dasher. He was nowhere near them. But like, what would he do anyway? Before Remy has close medium kick super, he really has like zero threats. He's almost there though. Oh! Ooh! Ah! Right as soon as I say it, he gets close medium kick super. This is the one way for Remy to represent danger to the opponent. I think the stage is fairly narrow, which is a little bit annoying for my unblockables. Why yes, all third strike stages are different widths. If you didn't know that. Oh, he's getting schmixed. Remy's chances are probably some of the worst of any character in this franchise. Like, DiCaprio's got a better chance of coming back than Remy does, I feel. It's just unfortunate that he has, like, so much overlap with, Ooh, love it. Guile. But Guile was both more iconic and more interesting. Remy's not coming back without an overhaul. But the problem is, like, you've also got DJ, who's also, like, had complaints of being similar to Guile and got some overhauls for it. They can't just give Remy, like, motion fireballs, because then you've got fucking air slashers. Stages having different lengths is... I don't love it and I don't hate it. Just something you gotta be aware of. Yeah, Nash as well. Nash more so than DJ, honestly. No, we have no lore on who the fuck Remy is. Carthrow. That shit goes really far. He's done that a few times now, and it goes farther than I remember. He could have super confirmed that, I think. I think low strong light of virtue super confirmed super. But actually looking at the health not super confirming was definitely the play. Ken's a good character, but he's not a good... Well, he's an okay combat character. I'm not gonna say he's horrible. Oh, failed super. EX Light of Virtue is quite a good move, but you maybe just hate spending meter. Nice. Using SA2 to make his fireball safe against jump-ins is one of my favorite things. This Remy's playing out of his mind. This is really cool. Oh, that's a punish. I don't know if he had flash kick there or not. Maybe he didn't. Having to spend EX is unfortunate, but he's up so much meter. Look at him just being patient. Yeah, that was super nice. Remy understood the assignment. When you're up that much health, you just don't take any risks whatsoever. And it's just impossible for your opponent to make a comeback. They've just got to be right like 4 times in a row, 5 times in a row. Nice jump. Oh, big punish. Well, you know, that's about as big punish as Remy often gets. Nice. There we go. This is a really good Remy, yeah. You don't often see good Remy. You know, a car throw's a car throw. That shit is good no matter who does it. Throwing someone from outside their throw range is just strong. And put it like this, Yun's throw range is not good. Ooh, I do not like that. I would have parried that, that's all I'm saying. I don't even think he would have done it against me. Shoulder and neutral is more of a thing you would do against Remy than Oro. The dash through again, but again, you don't get a good mix-up. You got no confirm from there. Just gotta do like a yellow low short super or something because you're so far through. Alright, Remy can still win this with a super. He's just gotta find the hit. Yeah, it's not gonna make it easy for him though. Wow. He found the hit! Bro, I was like, Yen's not gonna make it easy, and then he literally just meaty fucking close medium kick, and that's all it takes. It's on theater mode, and it's also silent. And it's loud. I'm very thirsty. Maybe I could go down really quick and just grab a drink, and then just come right back. And you guys wouldn't go anywhere. What do you guys think? Not a lot, but it would change a bit. Chun-Li would get a lot worse. There are characters riding good supers. Ken would be somewhat worse, not crazy worse. Yen would be barely, he would be a little bit worse, but not a lot. A lot of bad characters would get worse too, is the thing. Akuma would be a little bit worse. Urium would be a bit worse. Aura would be a lot worse. Who else? Yang would be quite a bit worse. Ibuki would still be fine. Rei would still be fine. Elena would still be fine. Dudley would be okay. He'd be worse, but he'd be okay. Best selection of supers is probably Elena or Ryu. They have 3 extremely viable supers each. Yun is the actual answer. If you want the 3 supers that are best balanced against each other, it's going to be like Ryu or Elena. If you want the 3 supers that are just the 3 best supers, it's going to probably be Yun. They're not balanced against each other. Gene is just the best, but like the other 2 are extremely good. Other characters would love to have Yun's other 2 supers. Makoto would be worse but okay. Hugo would be worse but okay. I'm a bit of a believer in Makoto SA3. It's quite overwhelming if she can get some momentum going. Alex would be bad. Ooh, that fireball's unsafe. Toph would be bad. Sean would be worse, but not, you know. He'd be hanging in there. Who am I forgetting? I've listed most of the characters in the game now. Q would be bad. Metallic Sphere is kind of worse if you do it point blank. It depends on which direction. If you throw it upward, it's fine. Dudley's Super 2 is still workable. The thing is, it doesn't work in its traditional... Like, you can't do it after an overhead or something like that. You've got to land it after, like, spaced universal overhead. Necro would be worse. Necro's the level 2 super is kind of a meme. Or Super 2. If you don't know about it. Oh, his SA2. I thought Metallic Sphere was just the special move. Temporal Thunder's the super. It's... The Dizzy and damage are... The damage is okay, it depends on how you land it. It loses quite a bit of damage in combos. The Dizzy is very good, actually. If you've ever seen the Dizzy of that super, it's quite high. He can still combo into it fairly easily from like his launch stuff. So yeah, it's not like you're dead in the water. His other supers are better, but... This play. Urium wouldn't be the worst off character. SA1 Oro just combos it from his launch, his chicken combo, and it's not very strong. And then he just looks for command grabs. It's actually pretty tricky, but it's not especially rewarding. It does do pretty good damage. And it is a fairly fast command grab with decent range. But he loses a lot of his kit to even get it. And you can't combo into it. That was nice. KKZ and Demon are both good. They're both just hard to use. People who can use them get a lot of mileage out of them. Light Tatsu is not an everyday thing for Akuma. So KKZ resets are not as common as you might guess. Demon is quite strong. You basically have to be vulnerable to Demon to fight Akuma well in other ways. It's a thing you accept when you're fighting Akuma is that like certain Demon setups are just going to work on you. And if you let them, if you do stuff to avoid them, you're going to be vulnerable to things that he's much more likely to do. It's hard for me to say whether they're better supers than, like, say, SA1. If Akuma had EXs, he'd be better. What do you want me to say? You know what Akuma would be like if he had EXs. It would be like SA4, SA5. Worst super in the game? I was in my fucking super tier list. It's Blue Nocturne. Remy Super 3, the counter. Sucks ass. Some other contenders include Alex SA1, Alex SA3, Necros Super 2, Chun-Li Super 3, maybe a couple more. The one takeaway from that video should have been Blue Nocturne. I made a whole bad balance on Blue Nocturne. That's kind of funny. He did juggle the super there. Oh, I did? Well, you know, it's got a little bit of gimmick to it. I don't remember which other ones I put. Maybe X-Copy, an argument could be made. I'm not a believer in X-Copy, but I'm not a non-believer. 12 SA2? I really said that? It's bad. I'd much rather have SA1. Oh, SA3. Okay, well. An argument could be made. Yes. Ibuki SA3 was way better in Second Impact. It was so good they had to take it out. X-Copy is top 1 if your opponent is Gil. There's some merit to that, Ezzy. Nice. Dang, really woke up low parrying there. Wild plays, honestly. Think about that time I considered having a drink and then not going to get it. X-Copy targets. The tier list of X-Copy targets is basically the tier list of the game, except you don't have super. So characters that don't rely on super, such as Akuma, are going to be better. And characters who do rely on super, such as Chun-Li, are going to be worse. I think in my Ken Shippu Punishes video, I showed a Ken Shippu Punish that was 12 red parrying it, and then X copying Ken and getting close strong, and then double DP with the car DP. That shit took me more than a few tries. Damn, you just asked me every question you can think of. Least favorite Street Fighter character? It'd probably just be a very boring one. It's Joe from Street Fighter 1. Oh, I guess characters I never want to see again. Probably El Forte. I like El Forte, but they'd have to redesign him if I ever want to see him again. He's got to have a different kit, because I hated his kit. Favorite salad topping? Gorgonzola. Give me a pear and gorgonzola salad. If you mean dressing, then I don't know. Least favorite balance change. I probably have a good answer to that, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Like if there was a character that just had a change that made me ditch them. Rushdown Grappler is loosely true. He was an Oki fiend. Would be the most direct way of describing him. His movement was really nutty because of his run. Yeah, he is super hard to play. Well, he's very easy to play if you're just doing meaty stuff. But doing run stuff fierce put a lot of people off him. Basically, he can do a meaty overhead that can land on either side of you. Favorite normal or close medium punch. And then from there, if you can, there's no super great way to escape. It's an overhead, so you've just got to block it. It can be kind of hard to punish. You can focus it, and then if you release the focus, it'll either go towards him or not, depending on whether he crosses you up or not. But you can always dash towards him. But then he has another identical move, like literally identical, where instead of being an overhead, it's just a grab, and it catches you if you're focusing. The only difference is the sound he makes as he does them, but it's too fast to react. That one can be crouched, but of course you don't want to crouch because the overhead is the much more typical thing he does. So it's just a really oppressive mix-up that he can just do on the whole cast. Now, it's not especially rewarding, so he has to get quite a few of them in a row. And there's more to it than that. He could also hit you with a meaty low with his fucking run-stop low-run house. He could hit you with meaty grab, run-stop grab. Meaty block, of course, run-stop block. But DPs would often whiff against him. Oh. Kid thought he was nice. Thought he would catch Yen hitting a normal because he'd have frame advantage. But Yen knew too. Yeah, A Yen. I think Ultra Atlanta would probably beat Vanilla Sagat just because of the matchup. She's usually really strong in matchups where she can turtle or matchups where she can punish fireballs. I don't know. I'm not super sure on her counterplay on fucking Vanilla Sagat slow fireball. Because it was stronger too. But Vanilla Sagat is a better character than Ultra Atlanta. Ultra Atlanta might just have an edge in that matchup. Steam family, huh? Sure. I don't know what that is, so I'll just do nothing in it. Nice overhead. Might as well land those before Ken can punish them. Do you get their games? Whoa, I don't care about games. I already have every game I want on Steam. He was second best in Manila, yeah, after Sagat. Nice. Oh, he missed his crouch fierce. That might have just killed. Least favorite kitchen appliance to have breakdown. Rice machine. I've had a rice cooker break before and it was very annoying. Oh shit, I didn't think about fridge. Alright, yeah, the fridge. I've never had a fridge break, so I didn't really think about it. Ryu is not anywhere good in third strike. He's okay. He's like good high tier. Is that what you're asking? I was saying Ryu was really good in Street Fighter 4 vanilla. He really just blocked that. Wow. Ken ate it. I mean, granted, it was gonna probably go into mirror or something. Oh, I see. No, they were pretty close. Ryu and Sagat was probably a 5-5, honestly. No, probably it was better for Sagat, but it wasn't extreme. Ryu kind of did a lot of the same stuff Sagat did, but only barely worse. That was very ambitious by the Ken player. So I do that too. Um, but my uppercut knocks down on every hit. When you bounce off the mirror, you can kind of more safely do DPs. That part makes sense. The problem is just that it didn't knock Yurian over, so he could still pick up a combo. Yes. And it's very embarrassing because his dick is so fucking small. Love this matchup, by the way. Oh. Oh, the red parry. He super canceled anyway, amusingly. He didn't confirm that. He was just like, I'm here. It was probably the medium spinning hook, and he probably did that to make it safe. I don't know that. You can react to getting parried, but, you know, a bit weird to think of him mashing like that there. Damn. Is that actually a punish? He did it like it was a punish. I thought the Necro was safe there, if I'm being honest. Usually with projectile supers, depending on the number of hits, a lot of projectile supers are actually safe on parry. Like, obviously Sean's is going to be unsafe on parry. But characters like Ryu or Akuma, or Oro or whatever, they're actually still safe even if you parry the super. That was a punish, I'm sure. That shit's quite minus, but it recovers really far away. It's like minus 10 or something. But it's a kind of tricky minus 10. Or minus 14, somewhere in that territory. Walk in, far medium kick. Jesus. He just got that EX. What a start for this Yang player. See how he does walk in and then a couple close strongs? Close strongs whiff faster than other normals, so he builds meter doing that. I think they also just build more meter. Is that a punish? EX probably punished and killed. He was greedy, but I don't blame him. Look at the health. Yang should not spend meter to win this round. That was very nice. Of course, your aim was parrying the air-to-air. Okay. Ooh, this is going like the opposite of the last round. Yang ate like 6 hits and lost over half his health. Yang moment. He still seems to be doing soul things, yes. I think they have confirmed that it is the same exact Bison body as SF5 and not a new one or a ghost. Which maybe undermines the, ooh, nice little cross up. Maybe undermines Street Fighter V's ending, but it's not like it was a narrative masterpiece. They said there's lore for the horse. I think he probably rented one of Green's horses. This is the lore. Kind of great mirror placement. Oh, he tried, but he couldn't get Yang into it. Nice palm. That would have worked against a lot of Urian's wake up stuff. Twins. Oh, that hurts. Oh, he dropped it. That's huge. Oh, big punish? Pretty good. Yang's not really a big punish kind of guy. Vega before DiCaprio 100 times out of 100. Okay, maybe not 99 out of 100. Ken had leukemia. I'm not going to say they'll never bring him back, but the chances of them bringing him back are low-ish. Nash died before Street Fighter V for what it's worth. Nash's like canon death was like Guile's ending in the console versions of Street Fighter Alpha 3, which is pretty funny. Nash, I think Nash died in his own ending of Alpha 1 because he's supposed to be dead by Street Fighter 2. And then he died in his own ending of Alpha 2 because he's supposed to be dead by Street Fighter 2. And then in Alpha 3 they just made him live in his ending and it's just like, what the fuck? Did you forget? I think he lives in his own ending though, right? I'm not misremembering that. He dies in Guile's ending. Maybe like Chun-Li's or something. Wow. The thing is, in basically everyone's ending, where they have Bison as the last boss, the ending starts with Bison being killed and like dissipating. Sodom is just being a weeaboo somewhere. Presumably in Metro City, I guess. I hope he comes back too. Oh, that's really hard to pick up on some characters. You have to hit it super fucking late. Most Urians don't even go for it if it doesn't work, so it probably does work in this matchup. Nice red. Those kinds of reds are really strong versus Yang, but they're also very scary. If Yang just stops, would we have been alright? It feels like Yang forces you to do that. A good Yang player, like you feel like you can't get any kind of hits. Nice. Very rarely do you see that combo. I'm gonna need M. Bison's Bogs and Vegas first names so that we can just kill the fucking naming confusion. I think we're just gonna have to start calling M. Bison Harold, which is now his canon first name, according to me. Yeah, naturally, Boxer is Mike. We already know that, honestly. Clawboxer Theater is fine. No complaints there. Oh, he threw the wrong way. Goofy things can happen in this game. It's bad timing on the throw anyway. I would avoid spinning meter. Some people have said major, but the honest truth is that it still just stands for nothing. Mr. Bison. What if it turned out that Boxer's canon name was Mike, and then Dictator's canon name was Mike, and then Claw's canon name was Mike, and they were all just Mike, and it's just a coincidence? And none of them knew that about each other. It's all named Michael. Ryu. Yes, there is a Mike in SF1, it's Boxer. Officially, I don't know if it's Boxer, but it's Boxer. It's supposed to be the same guy. Filbert. Cuthbert. His name is Cuthbert. There you go. It's the ugliest name I can think of. Apologies to Cuthberts around the world. Ugh. BRB naming my son Cuthbert. Yeah, Street Fighter has always been a terrible name for the franchise. There's a post going around, I don't know if it's true, where someone named their daughter Harlot. Harlotte. Harlot. And I gotta say, that's a pretty bad name. Apparently, it was supposed to be a combination of grandparents, Charlie and I don't remember. No, Harvey and Charlotte, something like that. Harold and Charlotte, maybe. It was Harlot. Glad that's not my name. What the fuck is it? Was it French or something? Oh, I do remember that. That's awful. Early jump roundhouse. That's the kind of cool thing about jump roundhouse for Remy is it's so fucking tall. He can hit it early and it has different like parry timing, or it can hit people trying to anti-air you because it's so fucking tall. The downside is if you hit it really high like that. Nice red, by the way. It's not gonna be as plus when you land, and good odds you can't come out of it. Damn, it's very unfortunate when Remy not only dies but dies empty on meter. The damage output disparity is just fucking so crazy in this matchup. Their short flash kick has a surprising success rate in my experience. Aura can do it too. Part of the appeal is the low short usually doesn't even come out if the opponent stops it. So kind of the only time you get it out is when it works. Something about the three letters phrase "ass cheeks" in Italian is very funny to me. Alexa, how do I say ass cheeks in Italian? This is important. Nice, that's a dizzy. Oh, it's a kill. Duh. Isaac is a good name. It's definitely weird, but I don't think it's hurting for being weird. It's hard to imagine a name spelled A with two A's, an I, an S, and a C, and imagine something that sounds kind of cool. He might have gone for the red parry on the last hit, but last hit didn't even fucking connect. I've got a couple examples of that from my own friends, but I can't tell you because I'd be telling you their names. I'm not gonna spoil it, but there was a guy with his first name was Patrick, and he wasn't fat by any stretch, but one time I just called him Patrick. And then he was like, "Yo, you think that's so funny? How you really think you just came up with something really cool? Call me Patrick so and so." And the so and so he used was a pun on his last name that I'd never even thought of. And I was like, "Bro, you gave me even more ammo. Not only you Patrick, you're Patrick this." My name has something kind of silly you can do with it. Wow. I swear we had the dumbest fucking conversations when it's like 2 a.m. It's never anything normal. No one wants to have a normal conversation at 2 a.m. Timmy and Billy are nice names. They're a bit juvenile, but not in a bad way. If I met a man in a suit named Timmy, I'd be like, I respect that, but it's weird. Billy, I think I could accept if he's a cowboy. A grown man Billy, if he's got like a fucking 10-gallon hat, his thumbs in his belt loops. He's like, I'm Billy. I'd be like, yeah. Dude, Dupless is still around? That's crazy. You ever just have an enemy and you realize you outlived them? I don't mean outlived literally, like, you know, they died. But, like, they're not, like, they just disappeared from whatever fucking scene that you and them were both in. Now, Dupless wasn't my enemy, don't get me wrong. But not too long ago, I looked up someone who had given me a hard time previously. And it was like, oh, he doesn't make content anymore. Dupless is definitely not my enemy. He got the fucking hit of medium kick that didn't launch because Necro fell into it. Very cursed. I don't watch DSP content, but whenever I see a clip with DSP, I find it almost cathartic. It brings me a strange sense of joy to watch DSP lose. And then get mad. And he has to say, I didn't do anything. Can't block. You can't block. I'm not pressing anything. And then it just shows up like counter hit on the screen over and over. I'm sure DSP plays it up. I'm sure he is like legitimately frustrated, but then acts even more frustrated than he is. It's his gimmick. The bottle P guy, you lost me. I don't know anyone like this. I feel like this is something I should know about. Low tier god? He's the bottle P guy? I didn't know that. DSP's actually won some stuff, yeah. DSP, the thing is, he was playing fighting games before they were popular. So there wasn't the same degree of competition back then than there is now. But he's also like, he was as good then, maybe better then, than he is now. Um, ooh, nice confirm. 2 low jabs. I mean, he does have chaining jabs. I've heard there's something very scuffed about the DSP, the Evo that DSP won. It was like on a console that no one wanted to play on or something like that. And like there was a walkout. He did legitimately win it, and he was a strong player who was there, but there were like stronger players who just didn't enter. It was like a kind of a stars aligning moment for him. Fourth. Well, you know, it's not nothing. If I got fourth at fucking Evo and third strike, that'd be pretty fucking good. Dude, imagine being a Japanese guy coming to the fucking USA for a Street Fighter tournament, and the best USA player that can throw at you is DSP. Nice. Nice. Oh. He probably had another super right away. Oh, Stand Strong Dizzy there. Alright, this Dizzy's only one hit, but that's all you need. Electricity? No, spin hook. I would not be surprised in the least if LTG and DSP have played each other. I mean, I barely play, and I played Let Your God on 3 separate occasions. Nice. Really unusual juggle there. I used to get mad at fighting games like years ago. I just don't have it in me anymore. All my anger is directed inward these days, and there's not much of it. The very closest I get to angry is like me playing and being like, damn it, I can do better than this. Broke something because of video games. Not since I was about 10. And I don't know if I've actually broken anything. I've like thrown a controller before, but I was like a lot younger. Oh, that worked too. I think someone who plays Yun or Chun-Li probably wouldn't care about balance and third strike being shitty. But I'm kind of a unique example in that I play a character who is gatekept from top level play by bad balance. Like, you shouldn't ask the old Sagots if Street Fighter 2 is a good game. You should ask, like, the fucking Giles or something. I should say a well-balanced game, not a good game. Yeah, ask the Kenny players. Bungus apparently knows who that guy was. One of the comments for that video made me laugh. Someone like commented, someone commented that they got the most knowledgeable guy about third strike and the least knowledgeable guy about third strike. Bungus is he's been dealing with a little bit of stuff. Not like, you know, I'm not trying to say like, oh, he's having like fucking difficulty at home or anything like that. Not like you know, oh, like fucking breakdown kind of thing. No, he moved. He's been dealing with a move. Just like ordinary real life stuff. Yeah, busy being a human. Some other stuff too, but you know, I'd probably say that moving is a big part of it. Going out there, and his work situation has changed too. A couple times, I think. Things like that you can't just like, you know, brush aside. Yes, he was the guy who far jabbed a Sean. Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Gamer B. I don't know. I think I saw him play SF6 recently, but I don't remember who. Kenny or something? Ooh. He'll come back once Elena comes. This is disgusting. Yes! This kills. He can kill here. Never mind. That was really greedy with his meter. Alright, that's less greedy. Wow. He didn't die. Yes, I was banned. That's a dark time in the history of Beth. I was only banned for, I think, 2 days total. But it was very scary because my entire Twitch and my YouTube were shut down, which was a big source of revenue for me. Okay, big is a bit strong, but one of few sources for revenue would be a bit more accurate. And it literally just got fully taken down by a guy pretending to be a rep for Nexon. He just hated people who streamed on private servers, so he just pretended to be someone working for Nexon and sent cease and desists. And the thing is, the companies believe the cease and desists until they're challenged. My accident? Which accident? The car accident. That was November of last year. Yeah, November 2023. Yeah, that guy was not real. It turned out he couldn't back up any of his claims about being a fucking working for Nexon. EX headbutt, by the way. Stuffed in its first frame. Yes, I was in a bad car accident. Guy behind me in an SUV smashed me going like 50 when I was going like 10 in the Solana freeway in traffic. And then I got smashed into the SUV in front of me. My beloved ancient car is indeed gone. I had to get a new one. My injuries were not too bad. I was wearing my seatbelt. I was alone in the car. I had a huge fucking bruise going all the way down from my top left shoulder to my right hip from my seatbelt. My seatbelt bruised me pretty fucking good, but it was well distributed. So there was no particular spot where it really hurt. And then I got a bump on my left knee, I think, from hitting the dashboard. And the airbag went off in my face, but it didn't hurt me. And And then I had neck pain when turning my neck to the right for about half a month. That was not it. I don't know what the scariest moment of my life was. I was like aware that I was in a car accident within like 1 second of being hit. That was like I was like fully midair for a bit, and I was just like, oh shit, I got hit. And then we all kind of like, you know, came to a stop. My car was in ruins. The other two cars had like minor bumps, and my car was fucking destroyed. It was totaled. Jesus, what the fuck? You don't wear a seatbelt? My guy, it takes 1 second, and it's not even uncomfortable, and it saves your life. I don't understand why someone would not just take the fucking 1 second to do it. You know, you can not even make a mistake, and they can fucking someone else can just drive badly. I'm in the Southwest U.S. My seatbelt's never burned me yet. Ooh, very nice. Nice. That car throw is Q's like one of his biggest weapons. That shit is really strong. There's not a lot of counterplay to a car throw. Of course, well, his actual biggest weapon is that big old SA2 he's stocked right now. He just gets some kind of fucking errant hit, he's gonna fuck Dudley up. Ooh. But I don't think that errant hit's coming, guys. Fourth throw just killed, by the way. Alright, where's the ducking super one? Never mind. Anyway, my neck healed, my shoulder healed, and my knee healed. And now I have no permanent injuries. However, there was a long period where the hospital refused to take the insurance of the fucking guy who hit me. And that shit was really annoying. I had to call them 7 times. And I gave the insurance information on, I think, 5 of those. Nice. Huge fucking round for Dudley. Dudley SA1 and SA3 are interchangeable. 3 is probably a little bit better. 1 is much stronger, 3 is more readily available. That's the big difference between them. 3 also stocks more total meter. But really the key is that you can spend meter and still have super more often with Dudley SA3. Oftentimes you SA1, you'll like spend an EX and then I'll have super anymore. But the setups are identical. SA3 is a little bit safer. If they parry SA1, your ass is grass. SA3 is actually a harder parry, if you can believe that, despite still being a fairly easy parry. Nice. Hidden Bafflor, which one? Ah, yes, my three testicles. I would never tell you guys about that, so you're just never gonna find out. Oh, that. It's nothing fancy. It's not like an interesting answer. You guys would read it and then you would look up the pad and you'd be like, oh, looks like a PS1 pad. And you'd be right. Biffle, huh? That was 3EX Rekkas and then Dizzy. I think Dudley has a long stun bar, but I'm just kind of surprised. Nice. We got a real match now. Oh, TC won on the spot. There, TC. Ugh. Yang had his chances. It didn't pan out. He played okay. Dudley played good. Just how the cookie crumbled. Oh, cool. Dudley's jump is such a fucking weapon. I hate that shit. Bemi's supposed to be hard to approach, but I think they... Ooh, the trade. Overestimated how hard he would be to approach. This Dudley's playing fucking nice, by the way. These rounds are very exciting. I say with a bland monotone voice. Oh, what the fuck confirm is this? He went for red parry on the last hit and didn't get it. You need red parry on the last hit to get, like, heavy spin hook. That was a wake up half circle back punch, which is airborne frame 1. That's why he got a reset. Necro is one of the characters with a frame 1 airborne attack, which is really good for sneaking out of setups in unusual ways. UO, leap attack. I always call it universal overhead, but leap attack is so much faster to say. That's the Japanese name for it. It's also the name they used in Street Fighter 4, because it was in that game on Hugo. And I think one of the Third Strike characters got it in Omega as well. Dudley? Dudley. Baff when more Omega videos. I think it would be fun to do an Omega video for Elena, given that she's now coming out. I've been thinking about making that, but unfortunately I've also got to make the Akuma video. Back throw. Nice crutch for Saint-Pierre. That can mean a lot of things. Oftentimes, it's the risk reward, or like the expected success rate of the low level version would be just much worse than a similar thing that's harder to do. So it's like if someone has a confirm into super, but they don't know how to do the confirm, but they just throw out the super and it works. Like, I don't die, but it's just like, you know. Why does that throw look so weird? Is that always what Yang looks like when he throws Remy? Something about that just looked really weird to me. I made a very loose Omega tier list on SF, on Tekken, on Twitter. It's not a super great list because none of us are super well versed in Omega, but we probably know more than most people. It's probably the best tier list ever made for that game, but it's not particularly good. Anyway, something like random slash elbow into super 3 will be a liability most of the time, but if it hits someone in pre-jump or early jump frames, it'll combo, and then, you know, it's a real thing. But Alex can't, like, guarantee that to work like that most of the time. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, our tier list was certainly influenced by what characters we're strong with for our Omega tier list. Like, I put both Elena and Ibuki high. But it's just like I played, you know, Elena and thought she was good, and Spat played Ibuki and thought she was good. Omega's so unexplored. We have no clue. The potential in that game is very high. I think it would be the coolest thing ever if attention returned to Omega and we saw good players playing it. I used to play Cross Tekken. I played Raven and Vega. Team Ninja. Omega genuinely deserve better. Omega's a much better game than people give it credit for. It's also much lower investment than Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 4, you've got to learn hit all these hard links and shit. Omega's just easier to play. Oh. Oh, Roundhouse. That was one for the ages. How much Dizzy did that do? I want to see it. Okay, he was almost stunned. Yeah, he was almost stunned. Roundhouse is just such a weird fucking thing to do there. I wonder if he wanted like heavy roll or something, or if he actually just wanted Roundhouse. It's like one of the first times I've ever seen a Yang hit that normal. Nice. It fell out. Ooh. It's a sad life for Remy players. SA1 is a little weaker, but it is a little safer. It's also somewhat cheaper. Makes it an attractive option. You don't get many opportunities with Remy, so it's nice to kind of capitalize, though. Jeez, that was sad. That will never happen. It was revealed to me in a dream. It was a very strange thing to confirm Elena. I get why they would want to add Terry and Mai. That's like printing money. I get why they want to add Bison. He's a staple. He's iconic and he's a unique playstyle. Elena is also a unique playstyle, but I don't know how many people are asking for her. I was asking for her. Yeah, Elena is a super weird pick. No, I think they can make people like Elena. I think a lot of times, you know, we get like a lot of times we have people asking for a character that they might not necessarily want, if that makes sense. Like, I think if people knew what Makoto would play like, not Makoto, what the fuck? If people knew what Armika would play like, they probably would have asked for her less. You know what I mean? Sarah now stucking up her as an actual combo route. So, like, you know, I understand if they're really thinking, like, what character can we make the most fun in this engine? And I can see Elena being fun in this engine. Makoto I'm a little terrified of in this engine. The thought of Drive Rush with Makoto's dash is just so scary. She's gonna teleport next to you. I think either G or Q will make it into SF6 before it's over. I'm not dead sure, but I think it's possible. I think it's likely. Heavy sequel should be like Smash Ultimate. I agree. It's not easy though. I'm a little scared about King of Fighters 16. I feel like we've got something really nice going with 15, and I don't want them to change it. I want to just keep on adding characters for 15 and rebalancing it. I don't want a new game, I just want them to keep on working on this one. Zeku has really poor odds, yeah. 15's having like a special season 3. They're not done adding characters was their quote, but they didn't say they were going to do a new season, and the way that they phrased it kind of indicated it might just be one more team, which is why a lot of people are speculating it's going to be a Street Fighter team since we just got King of Fighters characters in Street Fighter 6. Ralph is a weird thing now. I like Ralph with a command normal, but I don't like Ralph without a command grab. Unfortunately, I don't know if he's ever had both. No. I'm here for third strike, and then I'm here to sleep. He couldn't even punish that. For better or worse, Rufus is memorable. Yeah, nice and safe. Nice and safe. Necro just waiting, looking for the least risky possible things he can do. I don't know what Necro says there, but it sounds a lot like, hey, freak this. I'm actually going to go once this video finishes, and it's almost done. It's my warning to you guys. This is special back throw. We got 8 minutes left of me. It's 2:24 a.m. and I want to sleep. Necro will come back. He should have been Necro instead of Sim in SF6, honestly. Bye. Every world warrior. I don't see the bosses. I don't see Fei Long. I do see T-Hawk, oddly enough. T-Hawk, Cammy, Fei Long, DJ. Okay, yeah. It's just Fei we're missing. Drill really just beat. Oh, he's dead. He didn't even juggle out of it. He didn't even build meter. Oh my god. Necro fucking shitting the bed right now. They're gonna add but dread their return. M. Bison. I like want M. Bison in the game, but I don't want to fight him. Dashing back fierce is a huge mood. I will give a cool charge character credit. Is he with 2? No, even with 1, he's done. It's over. Yeah. He did that almost like a super cancel timing. That recovers that fast. Necro could just murder Remy with Dizzy, but apart from that, I think it's not too bad. It's probably in Necro's favor, just because of the mobility and the Dizzy output, but I don't know that. It's probably not too bad. It's probably pretty even. That beat Listrong. There's the instant air. He might have had super there. Super traded. He needs like... he's probably gonna kill before he stuns. Nice. Ah, Crush Fierce. The special back throw. Back roundhouse got smashed by the reversal. Oh. Necro got a forward dash, I presume trying to parry. Although it's hard for me to say truly what he was trying for. Oh, one hit only, he was light. Dudley parried multiple times. It's so hard to get anything to combo from a drill kick. Even Necro's back short, which is a pretty fast normal. Just can't do it. My favorite character visually is probably... maybe Elena, maybe Remy. Do I think Necro's peanuts can stretch? Yes, it absolutely can. No question in my mind. Yeah, Remy's cool looking. I don't think that's a super hot take. I think he looks pretty badass. I like his demeanor too. Jesus, where did it all go? Jesus. Jesus, where did it all go? Dudley's crazy. Sometimes Dudley players just have to remind you that Dudley's like a high tier character. He's like, actually there's a power gap between Dudley and Urian. Nice red, and then fucking Crouch Fierce just gets ducked by ducking. Ducking also ducks Oracle Strong, by the way. Fuck ducking. There's no flag for duckable in this game, or there might be. I'm not aware of one. So usually when something's duckable, usually when something gets super low to the ground like that, it's just actually low profiling. Damn, Dudley kind of nasty. Oh god. Alright, looks like we got one match left. Okay, now I know this parry timing. Now I'm looking at it. It's a lot slower than I thought. Yeah, you can just wait until it stops, and you can just react. And then look at all the meter he built. Let's actually look at that again. Look at Dudley's super bar. Just from the opening of this round. So Necro's getting nothing. He got the special just from doing the special move. He got the meter. And then Dudley just has a full fucking super. Like, what did you do? Dropped his combo, but, you know. Damage is done. It's not over or anything. Still a game. Oh, that hit startup of down back fierce or something. I think I saw the normal, but I couldn't tell what it was. Ah, nice. Heavy spin hook. That's actually a lot of damage. The hardest parry. None of those are especially hard. They're not free. They're just a lot of parries. The hardest parries are not the things that have the most parries. They're the things that have the most different scenarios they can plan out. So like if Akuma makes you land on an SA1 and then like jump air Tatsubushi or something like that, you have no idea what the fucking parry timing is going to be. Whereas the ones you list, it's reliable at least. The Ibuki SA1 is kind of a pain to parry. Just because it can be different, it can hit at different speeds depending on how she angles it. And it's easy to just drop one and then eat the rest. I would say Necros Electricity is quite a pain in the ass because you react in unusual ways. Like sometimes you kind of like never land or whatever. Jesus, those were all aggressive parries. Alright, that appears to be the end of the video, so let's call it a night. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.